Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Autumn Reeser is opening up in a way fans don't often get to hear, and this time, it's not through a polished red carpet quote or a familiar Hallmark storyline. In an exclusive conversation tied to her newest Hallmark movie, Autumn revealed that this project pulled something unexpected out of her, a side of herself she didn't fully realize was waiting to be explored. And for longtime viewers who think they know exactly what to expect from an Autumn Reeser performance, this film may gently challenge that assumption. For years, Autumn Reeser has been one of Hallmark's most recognizable faces. Audiences associate her with warmth, emotional depth, and a sense of sincerity that feels natural rather than performed. She has built a career on characters who are relatable, compassionate, and grounded. But with this latest movie, Autumn admits she found herself stepping into emotional territory that felt unfamiliar, even to her. Instead of leaning on instincts she's relied on for years, she was pushed to sit with vulnerability, restraint, and internal conflict in a much deeper way. What surprised her most wasn't the script itself, but how the character demanded emotional honesty rather than comfort. Autumn explained that this role required her to slow down, listen more closely, and trust silence just as much as dialogue. That kind of performance can feel risky, especially in a genre that often celebrates big feelings and clear resolutions. Yet this was precisely what made the experience transformative for her as an actress. She shared that while filming, there were moments where she recognized parts of herself she doesn't usually bring to the screen, not because they don't exist, but because they're quieter, more guarded, and less polished. This movie didn't ask her to shine in the traditional sense. Instead, it asked her to be present, imperfect, and emotionally open. That shift changed how she approached each scene, and even how she viewed her own growth as an artist. Autumn also reflected on how working within the Hallmark family gave her the safety to explore this side of herself. Hallmark has long been known for its supportive sets and collaborative atmosphere, and she credits that environment with allowing her to take emotional risks. Knowing she was surrounded by people who trusted her instincts made it easier to step outside her comfort zone without fear of judgment. Interestingly, she mentioned that this experience has influenced how she sees future projects. Rather than seeking roles that simply fit expectations, Autumn now feels drawn to characters that challenge her emotionally. She's more interested in stories that reflect complexity, the kind that doesn't always resolve neatly but leaves space for reflection. That doesn't mean she's moving away from Hallmark, but it does suggest that her choices within the network may continue to evolve. Fans will likely notice subtle changes in her performance. It's not about dramatic reinvention, but about depth. There's a softness mixed with strength, a sense of lived-in emotion that feels deeply personal. Autumn described it as allowing herself to be seen rather than performing for approval. That mindset, she says, made this movie one of the most fulfilling experiences of her career. She also touched on how personal growth off-screen often finds its way into creative work. Life experiences, lessons learned, and moments of introspection naturally influence how an actor connects with a role. This film arrived at a moment when she was ready to embrace change, not in a loud or dramatic way, but through quiet confidence and emotional clarity. What makes this revelation especially meaningful for Hallmark fans is the trust they've built with Autumn over the years. Viewers have grown with her, followed her journey, and found comfort in her performances. Seeing her step into something more introspective feels like an invitation, a reminder that growth doesn't always look like transformation, but sometimes like deeper authenticity. As the movie premieres, audiences may find themselves connecting to the story on a more emotional level than expected. That's no accident. Autumn believes that when an actor brings honesty to a role, viewers feel it instinctively. And in this case, honesty was the guiding force behind every scene. This Hallmark movie didn't just offer Autumn Reeser another leading role. It offered her reflection, discovery, and a renewed sense of purpose as a storyteller. For fans, it's a chance to see her in a light that feels both familiar and refreshingly new. And for Autumn herself, it marks a quiet but powerful chapter, one where she didn't just play a character, but uncovered another layer of who she is. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.